Yo guys, I'm Yellow, a Norwegian hardcore PC gamer, and today I figured that we should talk about gaming science, real life science, but also a little bit of motivational science, or rather the mental game as I like to call it. But before we do that, I want to point out that the guy I shoot here on short, I could actually see him when he was there, but the smoke desync fade too late, so Valve, can you fix that please? That would be awesome. Anyways, moving on to the main subject. So let's say that you are feeling incredibly motivated. This can happen at random days and also at random times. I know that happens to me at least. It all really depends on your personality too, I guess, but the point though is that when it happens, if you know how to use it properly, it's gonna be absolutely awesome. Now this goes down towards, you know, the avenues of doing something that you might be terrible at, or that you might have to do but it might seem boring and such things. Now the interesting thing right here and the important thing is that if you truly understand what you're doing, it's gonna become way easier not just to do the thing, but with that extra motivation, you're gonna kill it and you're gonna just get shit done. You're gonna get work done, as I hear spam down a second guy. Yeah, very unlucky for him, I guess. I hit more lucky shots in this game, by the way, so do enjoy. But yeah, and not only is it gonna be absolutely epic and awesome for you, but you're going to get a multiplied worth out of whatever it might be. Now, the best example would be, and especially also with this channel being about Counter-Strike, would be to aim down your opponents and just get better aim, you know? Practicing a lot of deathmatch, a lot of headshot shooting, a lot of 1v1ing, but especially a lot of deathmatching. You know, see how far you can push yourself. Can you get really even sprays, you know? Can you take really good peaks? Can you bait out AWPers shooting and such things? And just keep working at that until you can be able to get incredibly good but also consistent. Now when you hit this point, you don't want to stop necessarily. What you do want to, however, would be to switch your focus on towards other things so that you can be able to get better at those things as well. Now the key point to make right here is that it becomes an investment, because acquiring aim skill, that is what takes a lot of work. Maintaining it does not require as much work, which thus means that when you get through that annoying bullshit, you'll be able to get a multiplier worth out of it, because now you don't need to just focus on aiming in Counter-Strike. You can focus on teamwork, communication, strategic play. Well, when should you rotate? What will the opponent do? Is this a good planting spot? Maybe I should throw that nade differently. I mean, the list goes on infinitely, but the point though is that aim in Counter-Strike as a first-person shooter game is still an incredibly important part of those games, which thus means that you should never neglect it as a subject completely, because if you do so, it's gonna degrade and you won't really be that hot in that gunfire fight, in which, yeah, you're just not gonna be able to do well. So yeah, that wallbang hit on that guy pretty much left him salty as far as I recall. So yeah, this was just a blast of a game. But anyways, let's move over then to more technical stuff so that you people truly understand what I mean. So it's not just about being motivated, but it's essentially about switching off the focus of whatever you're motivated to do that day to something that might seem less boring. But if you just spend a little bit of brain power on thinking about what it truly means to do it, you'll be able to get so much more out of your day. Now, the annoying part here, though, might be to make that switch, or to think about how that subject is going to, when you apply yourself to the subject, it's, you know, truly going to impact you in a multiplied way. That can be a little bit annoying, and I obviously understand that. This is when, though, you just gotta get that done as well. I guess that is probably gonna be the most annoying thing for people to do, you know, to analyze themselves, to take a look at what they themselves have done. Self-reflection, I guess it would be, but it's not rocket science, really. It's just about spending a little bit of time thinking. You can do that in the car or on the bus, you know, or before you go to bed. It's actually something that I've done before I go to bed every single day of my entire life, which is kind of neat, because that allows me to sort my head down, plan a little bit into the future, see what I want to do, what this would be, and then when I suddenly think about something interesting, I dive deeper into that until I fall asleep, which is kind of interesting, but yeah, that is just how it always goes. So yeah, what we can take from this is that it's not really that difficult, but it's not really that important either, but it can be incredibly useful, and especially also if you do feel motivated frequently, because it will give you this kind of self-discipline and enormous skill boost in whatever you might want to do in life. And what you will get from that, people, regardless of the subject you apply this to, is by far more, you know, awesome of a life, I would assume, even though again it's all about discipline in that avenue. So thanks for watching. Here are two related videos if you want to get better at the game. To the right, what you should keep a look at when you're playing the game, and to the left, sectional efficiency, which is a very underrated subject. You should take a look at that as well. Now, if you want to support my broke ass, we got the Patreon links in the description below. You can also buy t-shirts, links below. Aside from that, if you want to just support me in a brisk and simple way, we got the Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter pages you can follow, so you can also get notified when I upload. Again, links below. So thanks for watching, have a nice day and weekend, and don't get beastified when you play.